All right, so we'll start in talking baseball, where Ronald Acuna said Freddie Freeman was welcome anymore. Zachary, how about them Bravos? Now they're fussing in off the field. Acuna says that Freeman was overbearing and he would not miss him now that he's in Los Angeles. Seems like Freeman's always been a LA kind of guy anyway. So Zach comments on any of that going on and where the Braves are here starting their season against the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, the Braves started 1-0 last night, so good job for the Braves. 7-6 win over Cincinnati last night. And then the comments came out this week. I don't think it should have been said. I think Acuna come in. I think he came in brash. I like Acuna, but I think Freddie Freeman might have been one of the more buttoned-up players, maybe doing some stuff that the veterans might do. I was telling Terry this in the middle of the segment there that I don't think Acuna liked the black being taken off of him, but that always happens. You know, we've always seen this ain't anything that probably hasn't ever happened before. I just don't think he liked it. I think he spoke up about it, and I think Freeman's like, look, you're not the guy yet. You know, you just need to take a chill pill.
So here's some of the issues that Acuna said. I won't miss Freddie Freeman. We had friction. He didn't care when I was plunked. Freddie was overbearing, and he wasn't someone I could ever talk to ever. Also, Freeman said at times that he helped enforce the rules, these baseball rules. He said when you put a Braves uniform on in that organization, there are organizational rules. You don't cover up the A with sunglasses. You don't wear earrings. You don't have your hair at a certain length. You wear a uniform out for BP. You don't have eye black coming down across your whole face. Those are organizational things. I was one of the older guys that had to enforce those kind of things in the clubhouse, but when you put on a Braves uniform, it's just kind of what happens there. I didn't view it as any friction or any clashes like that. I love Ronald. I'm going to miss him. So there's just some of that. So baseball drama.
So you can tell which one's the professional and which one's not.
Right.
There you go.
That's the first thing that I saw. And like I said, I'm a fan of both of them. Hope Freddie does good in L.A.
We just have a lot of prima donna crybabies. I mean, don't put your dirty laundry out there.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of what Baker did in Cleveland. I mean, you just leave your dirty laundry. Just take care of that in the locker room, and when you go to talk to the microphone, everything's fine. I don't care. If I'm a professional athlete, I don't care if there's a fist fight in the locker room coming out there. What's going on? Everything's fine.
That's the new generation.
Yeah, I know, but
and it's bad.
This is the Instagram. I've got to put what I had for lunch on my Instagram account every day. Everybody's got to know everything.
Acuna said,
nobody cares.
The reporters are exaggerating. I didn't say anything bad about Freeman. I talked about what happened when I was a rookie, and the rest is blown out of proportion. So there's his comments on that.
Right. I mean, it's just not. Now
so either way,
they live for that. The talking heads live for that.
Right. That's exactly what we're here for, Tommy.
Yes, I know, but I'm just talking like the big dogs. we're kind of local on the big syndicated guy. Oh, we got this trouble. Oh, we got this. We got Aaron Rodgers drama. You know, they just love that crap. It's
Look,
like
they got the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees right up top.
Well, they do because it's alphabetical, right? Yankees. All right, so the Royals hand the Guardians the franchise's first ever loss in the first game, 0-1. They start off.
It's not a new franchise.
Oh, what?
What? The Guardians.
I've never heard.
I
of them
swear,
before.
man. Sometimes he just makes me so mad. I just don't know why I keep coming in here.
What?
Why are you, Tom?
Because he does this every freaking week. It says something stupid
All
like
I
that.
just said.
And then the first loss in franchise history. Shut up. You know it's not a new franchise. I can't wait. I just wait till the wokesters come and get the Braves. The wokesters got us. The wokesters are coming for you, Atlanta. They're coming for you next.
And we won't have any eye paint then.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to get your tomahawk chop. You're going to get your Braves uniforms. They're coming for you. He knows I'm already.
I just can't.
He knows I'm already mad about this, and then he's got to say something stupid like that. God Almighty.
I can't. I mean,
Terry,
Tom, I feel sorry for
This
you.
is my day off, Zach. Zach,
I feel sorry.
Congratulations going
this is
1-0.
my day off.
I tell him I feel
and
sorry
I
for
gotta
you.
come in here and listen to this crap every Saturday. If it's not him, it's him.
If the Braves
It's
were
not,
like,
it's not a new franchise. They forced us. The wokesters came and took my Indians, what I used to love since I was a kid.
Don't you like this?
No, it's just shut up.
if the
Back
Braves,
off.
if the Braves
Hey,
were the Unicorns,
no,
I'd be the same.
No, I just hope they get I just hope that they get the Braves, so all you Atlanta fans feel the same pain, feel the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you, Tom. If they get the Braves, I'll be a Guardians fan.
No, you won't.
No.
No, you won't.
I think it's
That's
fine.
horrible, Tom. I'm sorry. If I
that's
was
all
a
right.
Unicorn fan, over the Braves,
Tom, if you had lost to anybody else, I would probably. That's when I'm being quiet. 'Cause you lost to us.
See, I didn't even pick up on that. Now
Yeah.
I see.
We're
Yeah,
not
you
That's even
lost.
worse.
Terry,
That's even worse.
Terry, we're not good.
You're
and
lost.
I've said
The
Well,
Guardians
usually
lost.
franchise, new franchise teams aren't.
we're not good. Shut up, Zach.
Yeah.
We're not good. I know we're not good. You know we're not good. Okay, Terry? We're not good.
Tough start now.
The Royals and the Indians are two fat hogs fighting over an acorn. Okay?
That's true.
All right, we're not good. We have to be lucky and get guys young, and they're like Lindor, and they're underpaid, and then it's time to pay them, and then they're not going to pay them. I was convinced that the team was moving, but then they redid the lease, and now they're going to stay till like 2036.
Mm-hmm.
So it really surprised me that they stayed. I thought they were going to get out because you can't, Terry, you can't compete unless you write checks. How are you supposed to compete with the Dodgers?
I
How are
agree.
you supposed to?
They-
Because baseball,
We can't play with the Yankees or
right?
Boston.
Exactly.
Or nobody.
How are you going to compete with a market like New York that's got like 20 million people in the metro area plus nationwide? There's more Yankees fans in Eastern North Carolina than there are Braves fans.
They got a wrong setup
how-
in
how you gonna- how
MLB.
How are you going to compete with that? So I mean, it's just, to me, that's what makes baseball less interesting. So I wish they would do something to make it more interesting. Not everybody wants to see New York and the Dodgers or Boston and the Dodgers every year. Who wants to see?
It goes
that?
back to what happened in racing. We was talking about this week. Is everybody has a chance to win, or more people's going to win. Let's say that not everybody's had a chance to win, but baseball needs the same thing. You can't compete with these money pockets. They're the way they're set up. It's not fair all the way down. And we've seen what happened with the Miamis. They can build a team, but then they have to completely.
When it's time to
It's a World Series team.
When
You have to
there's-
implode them.
when there's a time to pay people, then you're done. It's just like when it's time to pay Lindor, you got to let him go. Where's he go? New York. I mean, didn't go
I
to the
was
Mets.
surprised.
Didn't go to the Mets. I mean, didn't go to the Yankees. Went to the Mets, but he's going to go to the.
it's
the big
still
market.
the big
Yeah.
money.
I was surprised this past week that Kansas City went out and got Merrifield, but we didn't have to pay him nothing. For him to stay in Kansas City, we got 3 more years with him before he decides I'm going to jump and go somewhere else for $25 million. But I mean, we're getting him for like $14 million if he tops out at everything he's supposed to do, and that's cheap because this is a guy who his singles and his doubles and the steals and everything. They put him in the same category as Ty Cobb this past week, and that really got me. Because I'm like, Merrifield's a good player. But for us to keep him in Kansas City, we got him 3 years, but we're going to have to pay him like the last year, maybe close to $18 million. And that's going to be cheap for us than what we're having to play players because everybody else could give him more, So, I know we got him for 3 years. He's one heck of a player, probably the best on our team that we can throw out there against anybody. He's our leadoff man. He was the steals leaders last year in Major League Baseball. But and when you match him up and you put him in the same category as Ty Cobb, I was very impressed.
Well, you think about the Braves where they're at. They're kind of middle up, in between a middle team and a Yankees team on money. And we've done something that might be something that maybe some of these teams like Kansas City or Cleveland can do. Look how we paid Acuna. We give him that deal.
Yep.
We
But
gave
he
it to him.
wanted it too. That's
Yeah,
what he
absolutely.
wanted,
But we gambled on,
Yep.
a long-term deal. He gambled too. It was a gamble on
He
both
did.
sides. I don't want to get hurt and lose my money. But then we look with the Olsen deal that we got. We knew we was losing Freddie. and we paid Olsen, and I don't think we had to overpay for him by no means, but
for
we
8
we
years.
bet on him.
Yeah,
But we had
8 years.
You have
got
to
a
bet
long
on
time
somebody.
with
You have to give them a long deal, and hopefully that they pan out. So that might be something these teams like that have to do to compete with the Yankees. And the crazy thing is we talk about this every week too. The Angels, they got the money too, but theirs just hadn't panned out. I don't know if it's because Mike Trout's.
I mean,
on
think
the
of
team or
it.
not.
Think of if you was a player. One of us were a player right now. Yeah, I know we all want to make 25, 30 million. But if somebody comes up to your agent and said, look, man, they're offering you $10 million a year, guaranteed money for you on out for the next 10 years, you got to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to get paid and I'm going to be here for 10 years and they guarantee me $10 million a year. Yeah, are we both going to win? We're both going to win.
Right.
They're going to win on account of the long term, and I'm going to win because I got this contract for that long guaranteed. If not, I could take my chances, and what if I get hurt? Then all of a sudden all that money is gone. Yeah.
How many times have you seen a big fish in a little pond not play big in a big pond? Yeah. Sometimes they go up there and don't do well either.
Like Lindor was batting 200 most of last year. It was tough for him to adjust to that. And the New York media market, is awful. Okay, now we got to watch Pujols.
Yep.
We got to watch. I'll tell you what. I went to St. Louis.
I didn't put the sound on.
I went
Put it on if you want me to.
I went to St. Louis, and I'm gonna tell you what. I hope Mr. Pujols has found a safe area in St. Louis because I don't think there's too many of those, Kevin.
There's not.
Is it really not?
It's between the dugouts, Tom. You worry about you.
I'm telling you. You go to St. Louis, you're on your own, Terry.
Is it that bad?
I was going to try to warn you.
Well, y'all try to win y'all's first game in history come today, won't you?
Yeah. Are they 0-2 now, Terry, or 0-1 still?
Well, they're
Oh, my
0-1.
goodness.
I'm not even going to respond to that because I've already responded.
Yeah. So Albert came back this week. This is his first at bat, first and second with one out. He did not ground into a double play, you Angels fans, so get off on that. He popped up left field, flew out left field, but anyway, got a big standing ovation.
Where was he batting?
I did not see, but
I wonder if he's like seventh,
I'm looking right at it.
6th or 7th. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It
Fifth.
I'm not a big.
Is he DHing?
Yeah. So you got
just makes me sad that
didn't get to barrel on that one off the.
It just makes me sad.
Mid-part.
He should
hit it off
never
the end
left.
of the bat and still hit it about 280 feet.
It makes me sad that he left. He should have been there the whole time.
Well, I told you what
we talked about
a little bit about that, how that was over.
It's just
This a 1 year deal?
Do what?
Is a 1 year deal?
At a time, yes. It's more on his health. It always has been.
He's 42 now, right?
Has he got the plantar fasciitis deal too?
That's his thing. He's always had plantar fasciitis. So, and the best thing for it is rest for the most part. So you can see him watch him.
Oh, I've got it, and it's just horrible.
Watch him run and walk. He just don't. He don't look like running and walking.
He was 0 for 5.
Yep. But last year, Tom, I wanted to mention. I want to go over some Albert numbers here for you folks at home over the last 2 seasons.
A couple more games, and he'll be sitting on the bench.
Terry.
Went from the 5 spot to the
Terry. All right, so he's not the full-time DH. He is the full-time against lefties. They have a young guy that's going to try to hammer some righty pitch and lefty that can come in, but he may strike out a lot. Then Albert, of course, will be the main pitch hitter in late-game situations in that area as well. So over the last 2 seasons, okay, y'all got me? In the year 2020 and the year 2021, Mike Trout, 25 homers, 64 RBIs.
How'd Mike Trout getting this thing?
Albert Pujols. No, I'm talking about, because we're about to talk about the Angels here or the American League here. And when we talk about production and stuff and how, whatever, in the last 2 years, in the year 2020 and 21, Albert Pujols had 23 homers. Trout, the old-time great, had 25 in 2 years. So what I'm saying is that St. Louis, not terrible production coming from against left-handed pitching. Well, hey, he's going to do what he does. We'll see. Good to have him back, blah, 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 whatever. The Yadier, y'all know my thing. Yadier's on the team. They're going to do good. First game back, 9-0. The actual first game back, they scored 29 runs. in a spring training game.
I'd hate to.
We'll take that.
How would y'all have loved that as being the umpires of that
Yeah,
game?
Tommy.
29 run game.
All right, Friday's games. We'll go over those real quick. Braves win 7-6 over the Reds, like Zach was mentioned. Hey, there's your Angels. They start off 0-2, Zachary. Terry, that's how he's getting there, 0-2.
Braves ended up 1-1 now.
Where are they? Yes, sir, 1-1. And Braves, real quick, we'll go over their schedule for you folks. Listen here on KTC Broadcasting tonight, 7:20, Cincinnati Reds. And then, why is it still listening to spring training games? Stupid website. Braves will then move on. They got a 4-game schedule, Cincinnati, actually, to start the season. Then we'll move on with the Nationals, Padres, Dodgers, and Marlins. We'll go over to see where the Guardians are going to be. They will be at Kansas City for 4 games, at Cincinnati.
Ooh, they got a tough out of the gate.
And then there'll be San Francisco, White Sox, and then at Yankees. Then you get 4 wins against the Angels, Tommy. So there you can schedule that in there. Terry, Royals start off, of course, the Guardians the first 4 games. Then you get the Cardinals for a conference, whatever. What are they now? What are they called? Divisions, conference. I'm so being stupid. Right? Leagues, interleague play. God Almighty. 2 games against the Cardinals. Looks like you get Wainwright in game 2, so you're going to lose that one. Good luck winning against Hicks in the first one. Then you got Detroit, Minnesota, Seattle, and Chicago. Then another 2-game stand against the Cardinals later. Hopefully by then Yadier won't be hurt. We'll win that one too. All right. Cardinals, Pirates should be 4-0. Kansas City should be 6-0. Milwaukee should be 10-0. Miami 13-0. Should start off well here, guys. 13-0 for the Cardinals starting off. Maybe Cincinnati, New York lose one of those. Over for the Braves, defending champions. Zachary? We go over this minute ago? Washington,
yes.
Padres, and all them? All right.
We did.
So there we go. All right, picks. Your team's going to make the playoffs, Tommy?
No.
Terry?
No.
Zachary?
Yes.
I'll say yes for us, too, as well. All right, well, there's your Major League Baseball updates and picks. Any more comments or suggestions, fellers?
No, I've said everything I have to say.
No more Mike Trouts. Let's see, anything else going across baseball real quick? I'm going to look at their headlines for everybody.
Yeah, Kansas City in first place.
Hey, enjoy it while it lasts, Terry. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Was it 1-0? Is that what it is? Let me pull it up on the scoreboard so Terry can look at it. They're tied, Terry. Tied.
We was in first place after Thursday by ourselves.
Oh, okay. Well, you're tied now. You've got with the Detroit Tigers won 5-4 over the Chicago White Sox.
And local product. Chris Proctor was assigned to the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, was he really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was assigned to the big league team. I don't know if he's on the roster now, but
I did not know he had moved up that way.
Yeah, Burns product. I think he was playing for Toledo, the AAA team.
Yeah,
and there was something on social media. I saw he was assigned to the Detroit Tigers. So
that's awesome. I broadcast a lot of his games. I'm very familiar with him and his playing abilities.
He comes from a good family. His sister, Chelsea's school teacher, I think, in Lincoln County, and his parents, good people, good family. So just glad to see him doing well.
Well, another thing, too, I want to say about Witt got his first hit of the game for Kansas City the other day. He's the number 1 pick that we had in the past draft. So if you want to get to the majors fast, go to Kansas City where you don't have to go through all that farm system and try to work your way up.
Because you are the farm system. You're the farm system for the Red Sox and Yankees.
He got his first hit, so there you go.
You're AAA plus. That's what you are. Cleveland, Miami.
Terry's the guy that hangs out with the famous person and tries to get all the groupies.
Right.
Come to us first.
There you go.
Yep.
We'll help you out later.
That's right.
Golly. We'll be back in a few minutes. We got Masters, NFL Draft, and NCAA basketball to talk about coming up. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Family owned and operated, proudly serving Shelby and the surrounding area with the finest in heating and cooling for your home or business. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air.